bulan ini memasuki bulan ke-7. Indonesia memegang presidensi G20 dan perkumpulan main event maupun side event masih berlangsung baik secara offline maupun online dengan negara-negara G20, salah satunya dengan Rusia. Apa saja sebenarnya yang dibahas antara kedua negara dan bagaimana Rusia dan Indonesia memanfaatkan sisa waktu sekitar 5 bulan sampai dengan G20 Summit yang nanti akan diselenggarakan November nanti di Bali. Kita akan membahasnya dengan Duta Besar Rusia untuk Indonesia, Her Excellency Lyudmila Vorobyova. Good morning, Her Excellency. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Well, thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you.
Okay, Her Excellency, we would like to discuss about G20 presidency this year. As we are hosting the G20 presidency, this is one of the most challenging moment because we still need to deal with the COVID-19 policy, restriction, and unprecedented situation. That's why we are raising the theme, recover together, recover stronger. So, how does Russia perceive about the theme that we raised for this G20 presidency this year, Excellency?
We've stated many times on different levels that we support the presidency of Indonesia in G20. We agree totally with the slogan, recover together, recover stronger, and with the priorities that have been identified by Indonesia in capacity of the G20 presidency. Indeed, G20 is the forum, of course, that should concentrate on global economic and financial issues, and so the areas identified by Indonesian presidency is very relevant, of course, for the whole world, especially after the global economy suffered from the COVID-19 pandemic. Of course, it's very important to strengthen the healthcare system. It's the other areas that have been identified are the energy transition, the digital transformation. All these areas are very important, and we definitely do support these priorities.
Speaking of the bilateral relation between both countries, it's been more than 70 years. So yes, we had a positive trend by this year, even in the middle of pandemic. So what are the details of?
In the last decade, also we've seen a very positive trend in our bilateral relations becoming stronger. Last year, despite the COVID pandemic, our bilateral trade has grown by 40%, which is very considerable, and have reached $3 billion. Of course, it's not enough. Our leaders have set the target for our bilateral trade to reach $5 billion, because that corresponds more to the potential that both countries have.
What are the specific sector by that number in 60% growth relation?
First of all, we've been buying a lot of palm oil from Indonesia, more than 1 million, for more than quite considerable, 1 million tons last year. We don't have any restrictions, unlike other countries. Of course, we know that your government for some time has imposed a ban on export, but hopefully all the restrictions, some of them have been already lifted, because it's a considerable part of our bilateral trade, and you have Indonesia, I mean, surplus in the trade with Russia, according to Russian statistics. We've been supplying also some natural resources to Indonesia. You've been supplying also fruit, shoes, actually. So it's quite a diverse range of products that we've been exchanging.
Indonesia, and we still have like a 5 month ahead into G20 summit that will be held in Bali in November. What can we leverage the moment, I mean, that 5 months until the G20 summit?
Russia has been participating in basically all of them.
How many delegations that would participate?
Mostly online.
Yes.
Mostly online. Now we have these opportunities to take part online. There will be a working group on fisheries soon, and we hope to have people from our relevant agency also to participate online in this meeting. An offline presence, what I can confirm now, that our Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Lavrov, has been invited to participate in the G20 ministerial meeting in Bali in July, and he has confirmed. So,
He has confirmed too.
we hope that he will come in person with the delegation.
Sure. If we focus or we back to G20 presidency, of all the cooperation that you mentioned before from many sectors, so what are the agreement or cooperation that being signed in the near future?
Well, if President Putin comes to Indonesia, of course, I'm sure there will be also a bilateral meeting with President Widodo. Actually, we have prepared, a big package of documents that could be signed in the presence of the leaders, involving many areas, from agriculture to, I don't know, IT, the anti-narcotic fight, etc., etc. So it's a big package that could really diversify our cooperation and strengthen our bilateral cooperation. We would also hope for the signing of a declaration on strategic partnership between Russia and Indonesia. That should be signed, of course, by the leaders.
So this is one of the questions that I should ask to you about the confirmation of the attendance of the President Vladimir Putin. Will the President Vladimir Putin attend for the G20 summit in Bali this year?
He stated his intention to be part of the summit, but we still have 5 months to go. So it will a lot depend on how the situation develops, and I mean different factors like COVID-19 now, of course, is going down, but what will happen in the near, hopefully it will remain this way and get even better. So he confirmed his attendance.
He confirmed his attendance
preliminarily.
Offline or online?
I don't have an answer.
Okay, thank you very much, Her Excellency Lyudmila Vorobyeva.